Hello and welcome to another video from fasimplymk. My name is Mladen and like always I'll be your host. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of reacting to a video or reviewing a video, we're going to be reacting to a poll that has taken place 7 days ago. And it's quite an interesting poll that I wanted to talk about. The question that the poll asks is, do you consider yourself to be spiritual? With one option of the answers being yes, one option is no, and one is depends on what that means. Now what's really devastating about this poll is that do you consider yourself to be spiritual? Only 6% people answered yes, 78% answered no, and 16% answered depends on what that means. Now if we go into the comment section, we're gonna see some interesting comments. First comment that I want to address is, we have to first agree on a definition of the word spiritual. So I have taken the liberty and googled that for us. So if you go to Google, it is going to say, spiritual refers to things that relate to the spirit or soul and are not physical or material, encompassing concepts like inner life, purpose and connection to something larger than oneself, which can be religious or secular. Now, I don't know about this definition, so we can do a step further and go to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT has to say. Alright, let's see what it says. Spiritual refers to anything concerned with the inner life of awareness, meaning and connection beyond the material or measurable. Spirituality is the practice or orientation towards understanding that inner dimension. It usually involves inquiry into meaning or purpose, asking why we exist or what gives life coherence, connection, feeling linked to something larger, nature, humanity, or a transcendent deity. Reality. 3. Transformation. Cultivating qualities like compassion, humility, or clarity of mind. It differs from religion in that it does not require doctrine or institution. Religion is one structured form of spirituality. Now we have a more of an understanding of what spiritual and spirituality is. I really like this explanation right here. Spiritual refers to anything concerned with the inner life of awareness, meaning and connection. This is something that we can all practice. Be more aware of oneself. Be more aware of our own meaning in life. Be aware more of our connection to this world, to this life. And with that, we're going to grow better as human beings. We don't have to be religious, but we can be spiritual. Now that's a good concept to have if you have such a hard time to follow any religion, especially Christianity. And I also like this idea that it differs from religion in that it does not require doctrine or institution. Religion is one structured form of spirituality. Religion is one structured form of spirituality says a lot about religion. And I think that spirituality is real because God is real. And we are all spirits. We are all souls that are traveling on this earth. We are not just our body. We are more than that. And we will face our life after death once we die here. And our soul goes beyond. It's just a matter of time before we do this transition. So are you ready to make the transition or not? Are you ready to put your faith in something greater than yourself? Next comment says, yes, even as an atheist. Now this is an interesting fact. As an atheist, he is spiritual or she. This is good. At least you're on a somewhat good path now towards being a better human being. Because as an atheist, you have no reason to believe in morality, in compassion, in any of the good stuff that religion brings to our life, that religion brings to our society. The next commentator says, I am a die-hard atheist, but I am part of the 6% that said yes. I don't consider my spirituality to be akin to religious spirituality, but rather I almost see the entire universe as a tremendously huge organism that I am a part of. So is the rest of life on this planet, and I feel connected to it. I don't really know how to describe it without sounding hypocritical, but it's a profound sensation that I want to do reading on, but I have no idea where to begin. Our shared humanity could be another way to put it, maybe. I don't know, still working it out. Good for you for working it out. Good for you for thinking that there's something greater than you. However, be careful where you place your faith in, because we being one huge organism that just exists like this is not that convincing. I don't think so anyways. But the choice is yours. We have free will for a reason, right? The next commentator says, it's a word some atheists use to signal being non-threatening to theists. Something like, I don't exactly believe in your God by name, but I'm not calling you delusional either. Or I'm just like you, only I use different words. Or I distrust religious institutions, but I respect religion itself, etc., etc. Now, this commentator, I guess he makes kind of sense. He's defending atheists and trying to make sense of their worldview, their perspective. However, atheism makes no sense whatsoever. Being an atheist just leads towards nihilism. It leads towards separation from God completely. It makes you be a person who has no purpose in life. Now, I'm going to sound a bit harsh, but this is the reality of the world. For an atheist. The only question that you should ask yourself as an atheist is, why not kill yourself? Why not commit suicide? This is the question that should be on your mind, because as an atheist, life is purposeless. It has no purpose, it has no meaning. So what is the point? Why not just finish it all? This life is limited. We only live about 100 years. And in these 100 years, do you think anything matters? Because as an atheist, it surely does not. The next commentator says, I can feel awe and wonder when I'm in nature, or when I'm spending quality time with people I love. I feel a deep contentedness when I'm at home nestled in my bed. But I don't think there's anything supernatural about those feelings, so I wouldn't describe them as spiritual. I do like to luxuriate in being alive sometimes, all the sensations and the brevity of my time on earth. But again, perfectly natural psychological emotions, nothing to do with spirits. Another commentator that kind of gets on point to a degree and then loses it completely. I mean, are our emotions just physical? Are our emotions just chemicals in the brain, or is there more to life? Because we choose to love people, we choose to care about each other. How are we making a choice if it's just our chemicals doing their purpose? If they are just firing off and doing whatever they do? Then it's not our choice and we cannot control them. And that means that if I go around punching people, I should not be punished because, hey, it's just my chemicals that they want to go around and punch people in the face, right? No, we are held accountable for our actions because we are not just our chemicals. There's more to us than just chemicals. Otherwise, this whole world, this whole existence does not make sense at all. One last comment and then we're done. Spiritual is a fake word. It means nothing, literally. Now this commentator, I would say, what made you lose your faith so hard? What made you lose your faith so deeply? Because spiritual as a word exists for a reason. It's not just a word that was made up by some people who thought jibby jabby jabba jubu. It's more than that. It's more than just a word. It is a way of being. And spirituality makes a lot of sense if you take 2 more seconds to think about it. But I will leave this to you to think about. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you in the next one.